Hey everybody, welcome to Design Coffee Break. I'm Lisa and I will be your coach today. Welcome and let us know that you're here and where you are from. So if this is your first time joining us for a PosterMyWall Design Coffee Break, the idea is that we want to deliver a few tips that will help you get more out of PosterMyWall in 10 to 15 minutes, the amount of time it would take you to sit down and enjoy a fresh cup of coffee. Today, we're going to cover custom shapes, custom fonts, and folders. And what that means is that we are going to explore the PosterMyWall shape library and learn how to add shapes to your designs, as well as how to customize them. We're also then going to show you how to upload a custom font that is not already in PosterMyWall. If there is a brand font you want to use, we're going to show you how to load that. And then we're going to show you how to organize your designs into folders. I'm here, as I said before, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. My colleagues, Susie and Audrey, who are helping me, are in various parts of the San Francisco Bay Area. Susie, who is with us today?
All right, so welcome everybody. Quite a few people here. Gianna, thank you for letting us know you're in Guyana. We've got Joyce in Jacksonville, Black and Travel in Tulum. Wish I was there. Not that it's not great here in San Jose. Got somebody in LA. India, Ghana, Matisse in Denver. I will be out in Denver next week. Michigan, Petersburg, Florida, Catherine in Ireland, Mashika in Trinidad and Tobago, and Gianna. Yes, look forward. Oh, Guyana is South America. Thank you. Awesome.
Awesome. So we've got a global crew today. Welcome everybody. Thank you. So I'm going to dive right in here. I've got a template already chosen, which our design team at PosterMyWall put together just for me to show you this. I'm going to click the video and you can see it's got some movement and color and it's kind of nice, but I'm going to show you how we can take it even one level further just by adding a shape. Now, I don't know if you've all explored our shape library, but we just have a ton of shapes. To get to the library, you go under Elements, Add Shape. And I'm going to take the time to browse through the whole library really quickly because I think you guys need to see this so you know what resources are available. And remember that every single one of these shapes can be customized so that you can get rid of the fill or change the color or change the proportions and make them taller and thinner or rotate them, anything you like, any color you like. So you can see there's shapes, there's outlines, we've got arrows, there are stars, all kinds of banners, which of course you can put these on your designs and then put copy or text on top of them. I love these. You can add thought bubbles or conversation bubbles to your photos or drawings of people or of animals, of course. You can have talking dogs, very easy to do. All of these frames, outlines, and these kind of scrolly things that you can use to break your designs in two or separate copy groupings. Anyway, let me get further down here. See, there are just so many. And I think anything you want, you are going to find. Okay, so then we have some figures if you want some people. And these I think are really important, the brush strokes, because if you just want like a splash of color to go behind some text or to make a photo pop, you can make these more or less opaque. We have pretty much any kind of shape you'd want. So all this is here, just waiting for you to add to your designs. Okay, I'm not going to go any further. It goes a little further down. You can also search by shape if you know what you want. So today I'm going to use an octagon. OCT. Oh, octagon. See, I can't spell when people are watching me. There we go. So I'm going to pick an octagon here, get rid of that dialog, add my shape. And you can see I've got my octagon added right here to my design. As I promised, you can do anything you want, right? You can pull it, make it longer and thinner, taller and thinner, anything you want. Use our handy undo to get it back to its original proportions. Rotate, I'm going to rotate this on its side. Actually, I'm going to go this way, it's easier. 2 degrees and drag it to the middle and make it bigger. What I'm going to do is I'm trying to make a frame right around my copy to make my copy pop just a little bit more. So now, as I think you all know, in PosterMyWall, every single element is on its own layer. So right now, my top layer is my shape. I'm going to go over here and click on backward and just click a few times. And you can see all the elements coming forward until I get it where I want. So I've gone one too far. I can see part of the background. So I'll click forward. And there I go. I've added a shape and made this nicer. Now, if I wanted to, I can change this outline, right? I can change the outline. I can make it thicker. I can take it completely away, or I can change the color. So I think I'm going to go with kind of a purple, a little pinkier purple to go with that design. A little lighter. All right, so change it up. And then again, the fill, same thing. We can change it to anything we want. You know, we could make it dark. We can make it super light. One of the things that people forget is opacity. I think you've all seen one of those photos that's really cool, and then they have some copy over some, like a transparent kind of a film. Sometimes it's a rectangle, sometimes it's a circle. Well, the way you do that, up here it says opacity. You just turn the opacity down on your shape or up, and that's how you get that kind of light background. There's also opacity for the fill. So I'm going to turn it down just in the fill and leave my border, so that you can see just a little bit of the background through. Could also get rid of the fill entirely if we wanted, but I'm going to leave it that much. And there you go. That's how easy it is to use shapes. I want to know, has everybody been using the shapes to their full extent? Or is this giving you some new options that you can include in your designs? Let us know in the comments. And while you're commenting, I am going to move on to the custom fonts. Now, the word sale here, if I had a custom font that I wanted to add, a font that's not in PosterMyWall, super, super fast and easy to do. All you have to do is go to the name of the font. It's here. See, right now it's Chopin. Open that menu and scroll all the way up to the top. And you can see there is a blue dialog here that says upload and manage fonts. So that's where we're going to add our font. Now, before you add your font, you need to pick your font. So you need to go to a site which has custom fonts. There are dozens of these sites on the internet, and some are paid and some are free. I'm just on 1001 fonts. So anyway, you would scroll through, pick a font you like, and click to download it. And once it's on your, once it's in your downloads folder, you'll need to probably open it. It's probably compressed, so you probably will have to unzip it. And then you just need to know where the folder is. And the fonts that you can use, they have to be fonts that the name of the font, it ends in a .otf or .ttf. Anyway, so I have already downloaded a font onto my desktop to be ready for today. It is called Hello Honey. So I'm going to go back here, and all I got to do is click Upload and Manage Fonts, and then click Upload Fonts, and click on my desktop, and you can see Hello Honey OTF. It's right there, the font that I had already dragged to my desktop, that I had already downloaded. I click Open. I have to tell it that I have permission. Upload the font. And that font should now be in there. So now I go to, again, back up to the top. All the fonts you add are going to be up at the top. And there it is, Hello Honey, the new font. And you can see these are some couple of other fonts I have added previously. So I click on Hello Honey, and then I just drag it into how I want. Yeah, this is a gorgeous font. So anyway, please have fun, go to other sites, find free fonts and upload them to PosterMyWall and customize your designs. Susie, so what did people have to say about the shapes? Did people already know the full breadth of what we had, or did we hopefully teach some people some new tricks?
Well, I think we've got a few comments both on shapes and fonts. Okay. I'm going to go back. One of the questions, and this was from Edwin, saying if we are customizing, duplicating the color from a different poster to the one you're working on. So that might be something, if that's easy to do, that we could show. Otherwise, we can explain it later. So with regard to that, and then the other comment, first of all, maximize mom, 12:30 in the Philippines. You're awesome. Well done. And we had a hello from Nicaragua. We had Raju who says that he is a big user of the shapes.
Awesome.
Jamari loves that we have new options. Yeah, quite a few people who have used the shapes, but really happy to see how you can do wording on top of them. That's awesome. And then Maxwell had a question about the fonts. I think you showed it, but if you would like to call that out again, and Gianna, glad that this is helpful to you.
Okay, well, that's a lot, Susie. Let's
Sorry.
let's take one thing at a time. Okay, let's go back to the shape color. Now, if you want to copy a color from one template to another, what you're going to need to do is the color that you like, because you cannot take an element and copy and paste from one template to another. And then this is because each of our designers get royalty off of the templates that they design when people buy them. And so if we let you mix and match the things, that would mess that up, and some of the people might not get compensated for their work. So I apologize. I know some of you would love to mix and match template items. But if you want like a color, all you need to do is say like you like that purple. We want to go in there and see, this is the hex code. And you can see if I clicked on it, oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. If I clicked on this text, you can see it's showing that hex code. Or if you move, as you move around, it's changing this hex code. So if you copy this hex code, and then you can type it or paste it into any other template, and that would be a great way to duplicate the color somewhere else. Now, oh, you want to know how to put somebody had asked about putting text on top of a shape. So really quickly, we'll do that. We'll go down to the banners. Okay, and we will just randomly pick a pink banner. And I am not going to make it pretty today. I'm just going to stick it on there. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the word sale. And you just add new text. Add your plain text or add your fancy text. But if you add your new text and you drag that on top, actually I could put that, make that say sale. And again, go back and change your font, make things bigger, make things smaller, anything you like. But that's all you need to do to put text on top of a shape is just to add new text. Or you could take text that's already there, and by moving it forward in the layers, you could pull something forward and drag it and stick it right where you want it. Susie, there was a question about the custom fonts.
Oh, it was Maxwell wondering where we were downloading them from, and you did show a site. So
I
maybe
did show you a site, and yes, I did it. It's called 1001fonts.com. But if you do a Google search for download fonts, you can see there's Google Fonts, there is Font Space, there's Font Squirrel. There are a lot of options for the fonts. So I would just encourage you to click around the internet, and many of them are free. So you can click around and you can find what you like, and that should take care of that. Susie, was there anything I didn't answer, or are we good to move on to folders?
So we've got two quick questions, design and fonts.
Okay.
Divya wants to know if it's possible to copy design elements from one poster to another, and then, so I'll let you answer that. Yeah, no, that was what I answered earlier about, unfortunately, we cannot do that because each template is, there's a designer who gets royalties based on their template. So unfortunately, we do not have that option. And what was the other one, Susan? Yolita wanted to know if downloading new fonts was something that you needed to be a premium member to do. I believe so. I believe that, yes, to add custom fonts, you do need to have a premium subscription. It is one of our upgraded options, and very worth it, I think. All right, are we good to go on? I'm going to go on to folders. So I'm going to name this and save it. Okay, I'm going to say shape play and save. And now it says that is saved in my stuff folder.
So I could click there and get to see where that design is in my folder, or up here on the where it says PosterMyWall on the left. If I click on there, it takes me to my stuff, and you can see I have the template that I started with stored here, and I have the template that we played with. And I also have all of my folders. You can see all of my stuff from my classes is in folders. You can stick folders in folders. So if you wanted to make a folder, right over here on the left where it says new, click new, and then folder, or shared folder if you're going to be sharing this with your colleagues. So if you click folder, you can see it's right up here. So I'm going to say shapes class. And now I have my folder. Now, if I want to take my design and move it into my folder, I come over here to this downward arrow, click move to folder. I see shapes class right here, and I click on it, click move here. And you can see it is no longer in the main folder, but it is in shapes class. If I wanted to move it out of the folder or to another folder, do the same thing, scroll down, move to folder, and you've got all your folders, or click my stuff to bring it right back up to the desktop. All right, so it's back out. You can also make subfolders. You can make a folder in a folder, move a folder into or out of a folder. So you can make folders and nests the same way as you would on any other application. So hopefully that'll make it easier for you to manage and sort your designs, because I know a lot of you have a lot of designs over time. So Susie, do we have any other questions?
Kim raised a very philosophical question about what are posters used for?
What are posters used for? Oh, posters are used for everything. Our customers use them to make banners, flyers, posters, postcards, all kinds of printed things, and also, of course, all kinds of digital things. They send them out in emails, they post them to their social media feeds, and they even output them and run them on digital signage platforms in bars and restaurants and in other businesses. So the posters are used for absolutely everything. Although we're seeing a lot less print, we are seeing a lot more digital. And I'd be curious if that's what you guys are seeing in your lives too, but that's definitely the trend we're seeing at PosterMyWall with our customers. Anything else, Susie?
Edwin's giving us a big thumbs up for showing the folders option. I personally am with him on that. That is just magical for keeping organized.
Yeah, before I'm going to admit that I didn't know the folders were there, and I had a lot of stuff for a while, and it has made my life so much simpler. So anything else?
Nope, I think we are asked and answered.
All right, so that's it for today's design coffee break. I hope everybody has learned some features that will help them out.